This particular work, titled Grey Wall, took its birth several years ago when I started looking into the aftermath of World War II. And I was researching, how identity is transformed through, shifting into different landscapes. But this is a multi-layered work. It's a 50,000 figures hand-painted individually. It's got diverse meanings, not only structurally and physically, it's multi-layered, but in terms of its context, it's got several layers to it. So, for example, here in this work, I'm looking at, particular ethnicities and groups of people not allowed to enter into certain landscapes because of, their religious background or cultural heritage. Of course, you have this phenomena going all around the world where, certain groups of people are led into certain landscapes and certain are barred from it. So this research has been an ongoing thing as the work has been. To me as an artist, each individual's identity is very sacred. So in that particular regard, I chose to paint each figure painstakingly so that each individual becomes sacred in the work. This particular work, the assemblage of fragmented landscapes, is an accumulation of different layers where different segments of society come together. It's a very soft and underlying social commentary on the construction and deconstruction of society, where the cloth patterns come with these instructions where to cut from, where to sew from. So as an artist, I'm cultivating a landscape which is also creating a parallel and symbiotic relationship between individuals that inhabit the work and their relationship with their natural surrounding. A key and a pivotal point within the work is the presence of a pregnant woman. When I conceived this work, I was also doing workshops, with women from different migrant backgrounds, and I became pregnant with my third child. So in a way, this work also inhabits a component of my life story. It's autobiographical work, and underlaying my experiences of being migrant and having lived in different landscapes and the challenges it brings up, in a foreign territory. The work is heavily layered on a very, very fragile surface, which is thinner than a tissue paper, and it is meticulously, painted, explored through textile surfaces. There are different components within the work that are very integral to it, and that is also the abstraction of language for migrant communities when they move into a foreign landscape, how their language slowly dissolves and becomes abstract for their next generation. So I'm using Persian poetry within the work. For the first generation it's relatable, but for the second generation it's an abstract medium. In a similar way, you will see references of animals and, bees and insects. So that's again, highlighting that, as human beings, we have a very strong and, interconnected relationship with what surrounds us, and that's like natural environment, and we need to pay attention to that.